What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the original MMPR T-Rex Zord and Sabertooth Tiger Zord, as well as Lord ZED and HORNITOR. Kept that opening very simple, but let's get into it. These are Bandai figures from the 90s that I picked up at Kaiju Brooklyn from St. Mark's Comics. From their table at St. Mark's Comics. If you don't know St. Mark's Comics, they always have some like vintage stuff, which is very, very cool for decent prices. All three of the four of these were $10 each. The two Zords and Lord Zed. And Hornitor was $20 each. Was $20. I couldn't leave them for that. These were the only things that I really bought myself at Kaiju Brooklyn this year, which was the start of my summer, really. And now we're kind of ending this summer with the review for these four. I mean, like, look, this is not like going to be a super intense review. But I did want to get them in front of the camera a little bit, like, to show them. They're not perfect, obviously. They're from the 90s. But it was really cool to get them. Cool to see them. Cool to see these guys at a cool price. So, yeah, I'm really, really happy to have picked them up. In a sea of, like, Godzilla toys, these were really a breath of fresh air for me. So, let's have a look at these Sabertooth Tiger. I'm not going to transform them or anything. Because we only have two figures here, but, like, this is pretty cool. The stickers aren't that bad, considering the age, on this one. And up here is all destroyed, but whatevs. The tail looks pretty good. The tail sticker is not so good. Little wheels still work. These turn. The head sculpt is pretty good. The sticker up here is alright. The chrome is kind of worn on, the teeth. The mouth looks alright. Now, you guys that get vintage stuff, let me know, like, was $10 good for this, in this condition? I don't know. At a show like that, for $10, yeah, I'm fine with it. It's got articulation in the legs, and the tail moves, and these move. Look at that. Oh, my God. Those ratchets are incredible. And the neck moves. The mouth does not open, but it looks pretty good. It's a pretty decent Sabertooth. I think it works still. I do like it a lot. As for the T-Rex, which is like my favorite Zord, the mouth opens and the little arms move. There's little ratchets in them, ratchets in here, and at the knees. The feet move like that. The tail moves. Now, it is missing, I didn't realize this right away, but it's missing the last segment of the tail. Oh, well. Again, $10. This guy's stickers is really all chewed up. It is what it is. I mean, what are you going to do? $10. I'm not going to complain too much. Stickers is coming off all over the place. But, I don't know. It's still kind of charming to me. Look at him. He's cool. I like it. That's the thing, guys. It's not going to be a bad review. Again, it's just like, I want to show you guys, these guys, a little bit more in detail. Because I thought, again, for $10, man, that's pretty good. It's kind of like a flea market find, really. In the condition they're in. But, like, who cares? I'm good with it. Even at a flea market, I mean, what are the prices for something like this from the 90s? I don't know. Like, it can't be, this is like it says 1991. Which is before it came here. So, yeah, the Japanese version. Well, I guess the Japanese version still had, the old stuff. But he looks good. He stands good. I think, I think he still works out really well for me. He's just going to sit on my shelf and hang out, so why not? Now, these other two, they're like vinyl figures, which is cool. And Hornitor has the articulation at the arms and legs. I gotta tell you, I didn't have any MMPR stuff in the 90s. I didn't. Even though I I watched the whole first season of the show, and I went to the movies. And Hornitor is from, actually, MMPR, the movie. I really liked it. didn't own any toys. I didn't get any toys from this show, which is kind of surprising. You know what I'm saying? It's very strange. It's just not something I gravitated towards. Even though I was getting toys at this time. Like, I was really into, like, Kenner Aliens and stuff. The Godzilla lines from Trendmasters. Like, there was toys that I was getting in the 90s. But the MMPR stuff wasn't one of them. So, like, you know, and this is honestly my first opportunity to, not opportunity, but, like, first time that I've actually bought any of the 90s stuff. So it's kind of like, you know, my first dip into it. So I don't know. It's cool. Except I do have, this is not true. I do have the Japanese vinyl of the T-Rex Zord, which if I know where it is, then we'll look at it in a little bit. The Hornitor here is actually pretty decent shape, and maybe that's why he was a little bit more expensive. Like, you know, like the color is the silver, and like this, whatever color this is, this warm brown, looks pretty good. All of this looks really good. I guess, you know, MMPR the movie was a little bit later. When was that? 90, I don't know. I don't know when was MMPR the movie. Does it say here? 95? Does that say 95? That sounds about right. Legs look pretty good. Again, in silver, pretty decent sculpt. The arms are sculpted really well. This guy just looks cool, you know? Like a cool kaiju. And he is like the, you know, final kaiju that they face from, you know, that Ivan Ooze produces. I feel like this is a little off, but I don't know. The eyes in red look pretty good. These little horny things. Horninator. Looks pretty good. I don't know. He looks good. His neck looks real nice. He's a cool looking, like, mecha bee guy. He's a pretty cool kaiju, man. He looks awesome. I really like this one a lot, honestly. It's very, very, very cool. So, yeah, this is cool. I like his wings. I like him. He's good. He's a good one. And finally, Lord Zed. He looked pretty cool. He's got 5 POA at the arms, a little bit at the waist and at the legs. He is a pretty decent. The sculpt is really, really nice on this. Yeah, he's got some scuffs here and there, too. Of course, it's from the 90s. But overall, I'd say this is pretty good. Like, the 2 vinyl figures definitely, you know, came out better than the Zords, because the Zords have stickers, you know? So those are easily, like, peelable over time. But I'd say the vinyl figures here, like, you know, some scuffage, but, like, overall, not so bad. He looks really good. He's got some bulk to him, and I like it. You know, he looks really, really cool. There you go. Made in China, of course. At that time. Let's see. Got a date here? Can't really tell. It does say Bandai on it, but, like, this is just cool. I like him. He looks really good, in my opinion. Head sculpt is awesome. The blue eyes. Again, I just wanted to get these guys in front of the camera a little bit further and show you guys a little bit more in depth than I did during my my vlog, you know. There's no bad review to be had here, you know. This is just cool. It's vintage stuff. They look cool. It was cool for me to get these instead of anything else. The price was just, I don't know, for me, just right, you know, like, just perfect. I wasn't spent 50 bucks on all of these. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong for that, honestly. And for your size comparison, here are the figures I picked up, the vintage figures, with some other figures from MMPR you might have in your collection, including Rita Repulsa from the Lightning Collection, the Super Robot Chogokin, Megazord, and here is the T-Rex Zord I was talking about, the old Bandai Japan T-Rex Zord, as well as the Super 7 T-Rex Zord in the back, whose size is pretty good with everything here, so I like that. And my final thoughts, you know, I mean, look, this is not the regular type reviews, right? You can't review something like this normally. This is just a cool look into some vintage toys that I got recently, and that's all it is, you know. Like, there's not going to be any intense reviewing that's ever going to happen on something like this. This is just cool. It's just fun. No matter the condition, no matter, like, the style, no matter what. Like, if you dig it, you dig it. If you don't dig it, you don't dig it. Then, you know, and you don't buy it. You know, like, but when I saw them, like, I knew I had to have them, you know? Like, I got the Zords in the morning and the two bad guys at, you know, the end of the day. You know, that was the whole thing. Like, I got these two, and I was just like, man, I want those two too, but, like, let's see how the day goes. If they still have them at the end of the day, then I'll pick them up. And that's what I did, and it was fun, and it was awesome, and like I said, in a sea of Godzilla toys, to get this stuff, I mean, that's just too cool. So, for me, it was awesome, and, you know, again, no matter the condition, these are awesome. You know, so, like, yeah. I'm loving these. They're gonna just go on my shelf, and that's about it. And I'm very happy to own them. I would love to get more of these, like, vinyl figures. I gotta look into, like, more of them. I love the size. I think they're pretty awesome. One day I would love to get the rest of the Zords too, because they're very charming. So yeah, and maybe even like better conditioned ones. I don't know. You know, it's just one of those things where I'm not really looking for them, but if I happen upon them, yeah, pretty cool. But I do like these vinyl figures. Gotta look into more of that. And there you go, guys. That is my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new to the channel, why don't you go and sub yourself for daily content and let me help you diversify your collection. Till next time, peace out, peace.